What's up, everybody? The Ghost of Yotei first gameplay deep dive or whatever has came out, and I figured I'd watch the whole thing just to go ahead and get all my thoughts out there on what I feel about it. And yeah, like we'll get into it. Let's just start it up.
And today, more
Oops.
about our next game.
Let's start.
Hello, everyone. This
Here.
is
There we
Jason
go.
Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of Yotei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about ghost combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start.
By the way, if you're a fan of those dumbass detractors, I want you to like go back and compare. I say detractors, those dumbass fucking right wing YouTubers, Asmongold included. Compare what I'm going to say in this video to what they're going to say in their video, and see which one of us is coming at it from like a perspective of a gamer and somebody who has an agenda they're trying to, excuse me, quote unquote, push.
Things off first by talking about a Japanese folk legend, the Onryo.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yotei Six, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest. It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
I just want to say something really quick. I'm going to interrupt a couple times during this gameplay deep dive. But yeah, so this feature right here, I do not find it interesting. Like, I don't want to play as young Atsu, and I'm not trying to, like, speak ill on the game. I'm sure the game's going to be narratively rich, but it's like, of all the features to give me over Ghost of Tsushima, that is one I like. It didn't wow me. Like, it's cool that you could process stuff really quickly, but you could tell this is like an early PS5 thing for them. And they're like, dude, look how fast you can load this in. Like, it's like late into the generation now. This isn't that crazy to me.
By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the Yotei Six is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
Ghost of Yotei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open-world game that lets you drive your own experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wander, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni you could uncover a landscape scar.
This is very similar to Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm going to say this a lot during this video, so get ready. You can go and play Assassin's Creed Shadows right now, and you don't intimidate any of the enemies in the game and, like, interrogate them. What you do is you save people, and then they'll give you hints on where certain marks are for assassination. And it seems like this is like very similar, but you don't have to kill the enemies. So, I'm just saying, like, that's one thing you could do kind of in Assassin's Creed Shadows already. So,
Guard by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or, do you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the Yotei 6, her legend as the Onryo grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei 6.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
I think in this section we'll get a better look at the combat.
You're not off plan, Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
You can slide in Assassin's Creed Shadows, just saying.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can
I like that
always
you can
find
disarm
traveler's
people now.
map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yotei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Looked like there was some poison plants that you could grab back there. So obviously you'll have your poison shot that kills enemies. Haven't seen the plant that confuses them yet. The flowers are supposed to make you move faster. I don't know how to feel about that.
The lands around Yotei are vast. It's not about checking it all off, it's about engaging in the content that gets you excited.
Oh my goodness.
Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
Ezo is a dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama?
This is really what I've been waiting on more than anything.
Guide you on your hunt.
So
Is a danger.
what, like, I can't even say what weapons do you think they'll have,
Always
because look,
wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana?
So the katana was a shoe-in, right? Like they want to give you the option to be like a ronin in this game, like or a samurai, and that's kind of like what they did in the previous game. And Ghost of Tsushima, I love because the journey really showed like how war can change a land and how war can change a person, right? Because regardless of what my friend Josh or Anubis will like to say about Ghost of Tsushima, it is not a story about a samurai. It is about a samurai who becomes what eventually will go on to be a ninja or a shinobi. And he uses underhanded tactics, and it's something that the game makes you do. So obviously, it's something that you need to learn how to do in order to get through the game. And that's just it is what it is. You gotta parkour, you gotta climb stuff, you have to assassinate some people. That's just how things goes. There's a lot of missions in that game that you cannot win unless you're stealthy. So that is my argument. It is not a game about a samurai continuing to be a samurai. It is a game about a samurai that becomes a ninja, or the palette of a ninja. And you're going to have the katana in the sequel to that game because that's a common weapon between shinobi and samurai, right? And then we got the spear here, this says spear, but like I feel like naginata would have been appropriate, but maybe it's like too heavy. I think that's the naginata is heavier. So like so far we got Yasuke weapons, right?
Spear.
And then we got the Kusarigama, which is, a ninja weapon. And the way she's holding it is giving me anxiety. I feel like that's hurting her hand. But, yeah, so, like, that's a Naoe weapon.
Surigama. Odachi.
And we got the Odachi, a great sword. A two-handed sword. And that's something that Yasuke doesn't have. So it's something, like, different.
Or dual swords.
And then there's the dual swords. Like, for me, I feel like, personally, those don't look like katanas. Those look like those are Kodachi, I believe. I really wish it would have been just like one reverse grip Kodachi, because nothing so far really screams ninja to me besides the Kusarigama. The dual swords could really just be like anything. You could be a ronin, you could be a samurai, but they're shorter, so it's probably leaning on like the ninja playstyle in this game. But yeah, for me personally, I would probably use the dual swords the most. The dual swords, the Kusarigama, and the spear. Because the spear movesets are always like different, and I want to see what the spear moveset looks like for her. And it really just depends on the armor too. There's like quite a few ways to deck out your character in Ghost of Tsushima as is, and now you got these different weapons. I wonder if they'll come complete with their own stances, but we'll talk more about that here in a second.
Each is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own
I don't like that.
set of upgrades to discover and master.
Plant psycho banners.
Here we go.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field. Searching for leads.
She has Odachi
Lord
equipped.
Saito.
Or Nodachi.
This is our food. From our soil.
I think a Nagamaki would have been a cool weapon, but
Needed more to free you.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No.
so that's like the opposite of what happens in Assassin's Creed Shadows when you have the Kusarigama. I actually think this looked a little bit worse as an animation, right? Because like in Assassin's Creed Shadows, now it wraps the Kusarigama's weight around the neck of the enemy, and then she jumps towards the enemy using that force. But this lady, she pulled the guy back towards her, which that makes sense too, but like I just feel like the animation is just a little bit better on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
She's a lone wolf.
Not hating on this game. This game is cool. Oh, you can just pick up the weapon.
mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight.
See, I kind of had to skip past this a little bit because I was in the middle of like going home.
No.
And I wanted to see what the gameplay was like, but that's cool. I miss this.
Every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight.
All right, it's cool stealth kill. And there's the dual blades, which is what I'd be using most of the time.
Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie.
Cool animation there.
Every motion
That must be the
it's
special
about
move.
lethal precision.
Hold on, let me get a good look at that UI. Okay. Metsubushi? What is that? Then you got L1 for the gun. This is like the fire oil, the kunai, smoke bomb, and oh no, there aren't any stances, it would appear. Oh, okay. So it looks like instead of stances, you just have different weapons. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out how to get multiple stances in this game with multiple weapons. So they did that, it looks like. I hope the variety of the attacks are like really interesting.
Atsu can lose her weapon, but if she's quick, she can disarm
If that's the case.
them. Right weapon for the job.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that's so
Fight a
funny.
massive enemy, her huge odachi blade is best.
This is the type of stuff I was hoping they wouldn't put in the game. Let me explain. When you're playing an action game and you're forced to, I don't know, when you're forced to switch to like a certain stance or a certain weapon, it kind of derails the action and it makes the game a little bit less cohesive in combat. At least in my personal opinion. A lot of people had that same feeling in Devil May Cry. I'm sorry, DMC Devil May Cry. Because if you never played the PS3 version of that game, or hell, I think it's a toggleable feature in PS4 version, but there's four enemies in the game that have a specific type of weapon that you need to attack them with. There's the angel weapons and there's the demon weapons. Now, you could do damage to them with any weapon, but you wouldn't do that much damage. It'd be like a half of a point of damage, right? And like the idea is making you have to use the weapon so you mix up your combat and feel better with the combos, right? And feel better with like the entire system. It wants you to get familiar with this so you don't get bored. But it has the opposite effect in my experience a lot of times because you end up using the same openers or the same weapons. Like imagine you have 5 weapons and you can attack an enemy any different way. There's a lot of possibilities there. But if you have 5 weapons and an enemy is only responsive to 1 weapon until you knock it off that mode, then you have 1 weapon to use against them and you only have a limited amount of things you could do to start like a combo with them. Damn, I like that sheath. You guys think the parkouring is going to be better in this game? Like a lot better?
Looks like the one in charge.
Okay, you could have seen that without the looking glass. Bam. Yeah. Ninja.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
It would appear from like the first trailer, a gun, bow and arrow, and maybe a cannon. So got that Jin Sakai. She's in that high stance that Jin Sakai had.
Weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt.
That's not good. That's not fun. When I play Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't have to switch to a motherfucking weapon I don't want to switch to. And then she switched to like a katana. while she was still holding one of the dual swords.
Tell me what
Well,
you know
this
about
probably isn't like they'll update
Atsu
that.
doesn't always fight alone.
I'm not bad mouthing the game. I'm just saying like that's one negative thing about the game. Don't force us to choose what weapon we want to play with at the moment. Like let's just have fun with the weapon we want to use. Bam.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey, friend. Share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters
cooking.
and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo.
I like this.
Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. And here, you can keep track of when a sensei
He looks
might
cool.
have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell. Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open-world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead. You don't have to leave where you're exploring, the game comes to you.
While exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your
I like this. Ghost of Tsushima has always had good customization.
Are you stealth, range?
Yeah, I'm gonna be stealth focused, but I'm not putting on that shit. Like this isn't like not with this. Something about this doesn't look good. Like the area here, it's like the hair and the bandana here. Like you might as well just take the bandana off.
Stealth,
That's my personal opinion.
range,
Stealth,
or melee?
range, or melee. Okay. Very blatant Assassin's Creed colors, by the way.
Find and combine.
So longbow is returning. Throwing. Okay.
Find the pieces that are just right for you. And of course,
Oh yeah, this part. The colors. I'm digging this one. This one right here is it's just my style. It has that teal green with the earth tone colors. Hell yeah. I want to make a character look like that on Tekken 8.
customize the look of your armor and weapons.
Same with this right here. This is fire. I don't like the helmet, but everything else is cool.
To make sure that your version of Atsu looks
Out of the three, I don't know. I just gravitate more towards earth colors, so the one on the right for me.
and fights just the way you want.
That looks ridiculous with the helmet, but it's fine. This is cool. This is like cause she was raised by the I forget what they're called, but like they're like native Japanese people or whatever. Native northern Japanese people, the Ainu, I believe. There's that same hat from the first game. I love that. This outfit's cool. This outfit's dope too. Fucking Ermac. That looks cool. That looks cool. Like, damn. They go off. They was going off in the designs. Both them and Assassin's Creed.
The score of Ghost of Yotei is incredibly special to us.
All right.
Our amazing composer,
I'm picking it up.
Toa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
Okay.
でこうダウンビートまで
Oh, that's pretty
If you
cool, man.
like what you heard, we're releasing 2
Oh, they're attacking with
today's
torches?
State of Play on
That's
your
unique.
favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Nice. Special modes. This is another one I missed.
The digital photography community for Ghost of
Okay.
Tsushima is incredible. Inside of your favorite classic samurai films. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
誰だてめえ 生きてたか狼の姫一人残らず息の根止めたと思ったまた会えたな刀鍛冶の娘
覚えておけ。圧だ。
To take the feeling of stepping
Yo,
into
look at his
classic
face.
samurai cinema
That was cool. Like, this is the thing that I feel like. Alright, I'm just going to say it right now. Gameplay wise, Assassin's Creed Shadows has me in a chokehold until I see more of this game. But narrative wise, this game, I'm not saying Assassin's Creed didn't have like a good story. It was a good, fun story, but it feels like this game, it feels like, you know, even though there was a lot at stake in that game, like, this is going to be super personal. Like, there's going to be a lot of moments that feel cathartic. Like, I killed that bastard.
one step further. We are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates his classic black and white films.
Josh likes this mode. I don't care for it.
For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate 2 other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole.
Ooh, that didn't look. What is with this frame rate, big dog?
We've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly,
No.
we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
That's the mode I'm playing. That's the mode I'm playing. Alright? You ain't gotta worry about nothing else. This is the mode. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Like, I love both the original style of Ghost of Yotei, and I'm gonna have to play through on this version too. I do think that sometimes music like that doesn't capture the
There are so many
vibe.
ways to make your Ghost of Yotei playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of Yotei that is sure to be special.
The deluxe edition. I swear, if they say it's the deluxe edition or the controller, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a controller, isn't it? Oh no. Get the fuck out of here! No, I'm not getting that, man. Thank you, though, I guess. It looks cool, though. I'm not going to front to you. I do like that gold PS5. Damn, that is kind of nice. But I already got one, man. Like, come on.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the Yotei 6.
Yeah.
Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo. To survive, you'll need to master a variety of weapons, using
Come here, boy.
precision to overcome the odds and take revenge as the Onryo. Ghost of Yotei comes out on October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching.
Alrighty then. So that's that. Summary for me. This was a decent showing, but again, like I just, I played Assassin's Creed Shadows, and honestly, Assassin's Creed Shadows is just so, like, I love the combat, I love the stealth, and it doesn't look like the stealth is too much improved. Like, they hid in the grass, which is nice, but they didn't really show you being able to go into prone and hide in like a little bit more, lower profile areas, which is kind of like the fun in Assassin's Creed Shadows. The gameplay sure does look like it's a lot of fun. It looks like Ghost of Tsushima, but I just don't necessarily see like forcing. You don't look like you're forced. Let me not say that. I feel like I'm mischaracterizing this game. It doesn't seem like you're forced to do anything, but it seems like they really want you to use certain weapons against certain weapons. And again, I don't think that's the best policy, but what do I know? And again, what do you think about this video? Do you think that I actually addressed what was going on in the video instead of saying that the game is like woke and like the character is like ugly or something? Let me know, man. Let me know if I'm different from those fucking dumb freaks that some people love to watch that don't even play games. Like, come on, dog. But I'm out of here. Later.